Hello, hello, hello. Hi. Um, so I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing good. Last time, trying to, there we go. Anyway, last, what was it, Tuesday? I was like, oh, we played like 3 hours of Where the Water Tastes Like Wine. I don't know if we need to, like, this will maybe be a game we come back to once in a while. Play it on a day where maybe we play something else. I don't know what we're like. I had nothing else to play. I don't know why I was like, so we're gonna at least start off playing more Where the Water Tastes Like Wine. Today is also gonna be a 2 hour stream instead of like a 3 hour stream. Because I have other stuff to work on today, which is very exciting. So we might just end up playing a full day or a full stream of Where the Water Tastes Like Wine again, which, it's fine. I like this game. I don't know if it's like a great stream game, like, but I think I like it. So we're just gonna keep playing it, a couple hours of that. And I don't know, maybe like halfway through, maybe at an hour, I'll like switch to something else. But today's gonna be a cozy game day. This is a cozy game. It's definitely like a yeah, I'd say it's a cozy game. Sure, why not? Let's put it in that category. Um yeah, here we are. Hold on, I forgot I have to like scooch my full keyboard over. Wait, where were we? We are in Georgia. Oh right, there is someone all the way down in Florida, so I think we want to go all the way down there. That's what was happening. But let
You rest in a field where a well dressed stranger talks your ear off on all manner of subjects: the weather, fireflies in summer, how combine harvesters work. After a while, the mood shifts. Heard my death bones this morning.
Death Bones.
Death bones. Heard 'em rattle like clank, clink, clank. More startling than wind chimes in a tornado. He plucks dry grass and chews on a piece. Ain't much time left now.
Any family or you seem young? Say you seem young.
That don't matter. I'm fine. Got my savior waiting at the pearly gates. The man shifts uncomfortably. Huh, at least I do as of this afternoon, I hope. Nearly knocked the pastor's door down earlier.
Oh.
Sure was good to meet you. The man pauses, rubs his chin in contemplation. Don't let the bedbugs bite. He walks off slow. After his silhouette becomes small in the horizon, but before he vanishes, you see him collapse to the ground.
Oh.
Well, I'm gonna cast my stones o'er the waters of this land.
Faded shotgun houses sit in rows under the tall shadows of smokestacks. A worker in full uniform hollers from a porch. "Hi, traveler! Throw me inside. Got some literature here."
I'm gonna turn the game up a little bit. I feel like the audio or the voice is a little bit. Oh.
As you shut the door, the man glances out the window and draws the shades. "Landlord toss you out? Ha, don't mind me, it's none of my business." He pries up a floorboard with a crowbar.
watch.
You glance over the man's shoulder to see inside the compartment canned goods, a pile of leaflets, the wood stock of a rifle. He replaces the board and stands.
Look away.
He hands you a can of whole potatoes, then a leaflet which reads, "No evictions, no fascists, no hunger."
Aww.
Headed back to the shop, but we'll have a Bible meet soon.
A travel around or Bible meet? I feel like I've done a lot of this. I'm gonna go travel around.
Nothing wrong with that. Careful in those boxcars, traveler, and take care of your neighbor.
I want to see if I can bring the just... Okay, yeah, music. I might bring it back down a little bit more. If you're watching, let me know if that seems like a good mix. No, I'm gonna bring it down a little bit more. It seems a little bit high compared to my voice. Okay. That seems better. I'm still. Because I realize I do want to bring stuff. Yeah, okay, I think that's good. This kindly old man sharing the shade under the bridge with you tells a few rambling stories. Some true seeming, some conspicuously less so. All true, he assures you. There's history in this place going all the way back from Indian times. Strange stuff happens around here. Can't all be true. Sure it is, he scoffs, and then as to prove himself right, he launches into a story about the shootout between the female bootleggers and the cops. And this one, it's the story of the women arrested for bootlegging, but wilder and stranger than you remember. I know that one. I know. See then, the old man laughs, so I ain't pulling your leg. It's all true. How are you?
Electric lamps stipple the cotton field before you with an orange light, moving like a group of lethargic fireflies. From the field, the voices of the workers reach you in a soulful, united song.
You don't know why you did that, you're good. That was funny. It was funny. I'm good. I'm doing good. 4 days you're changing your name to No Bot. You're gonna get banned from so many chats. I feel like you're like someone's gonna look at that and be like, No Bot. I don't what? You're already bored of No LOL XD live.
You're gently lulled to sleep as the song floats over you. Hello, Lordy, pick a bale of cotton. Hello, Lordy, pick a bale a day. You're pulled out of your slumber by a woman's pained scream and a collection of shouts rising from the field.
Definitely gotta focus on the
The
noise.
woman's screams taper off, soon replaced by the raw cries of an infant. Applause briefly fills the night, eventually
You just start with
fading
No
back
Bot
into
has joined. I'm a
song.
real human.
Oh, Lordy.
That'll work.
You wake up to the gentle crescendo of the worker's song, unsure if it ever ceased at all.
Wait, how do I know? Tab? No. Okay, it looks like I'm good on all of. You feel like you'd so get banned though? Yeah, it's like, can you imagine if someone called like No Bot or had bot in their name, comes in and goes, "I'm a human. I am a human being." It's like, am I gonna believe that? I don't know. Like what a bot say? I'm a human? Yes. A preacher watches you with an odd look. Suspicion? Pity? He beckons you into the church and starts counting cash out of the donations box. Hush, he says, trying to silence your thanks. He piles the coins into your hand. You look like you need it more than we do. I didn't need that, but thank you. Oh, yeah, it might already be taken.
We need a sixth.
She told you,
It is, aw.
beckoning from the steps of a great dark mansion. And just like that, you found yourself sitting with strangers around a velvet-draped
Is
table.
this a seance?
Her voice is reedy and high, modulated by the tight collar of her Victorian dress.
Join hands, everyone.
You'll do No XD bot instead.
Your host keeps her eyes closed as she beseeches the spirits of the dead. But everyone else around the table lets one lingering, awkward glance bounce around between them. You sense they're just about done humoring her when it happens. A deep, nasty thump beneath the table.
Ooh, hold
The
tight.
whole table starts to shake, threatening to lift right off the ground. And then, the staid candle flames start flickering like mad, casting ghastly shadows on the walls. And then, a viciously cold wind cuts through the parlor like sharpened ice.
Keep holding or let go? I'm definitely gonna keep holding.
The damned candles are dancing in midair around you now, singeing a hair here and there off the coiffed heads of these well-heeled guests. You notice your host across the table has her eyes open wider than they should go, a rivulet of blood dripping from her nose.
You didn't buy over 200 pounds worth of Robux today? Are you telling the truth about that? Or are you being like, I definitely didn't. I wanna keep holding or let go. I wanna keep holding.
When you come to your senses, sunrise has begun to creep in. The parlor is empty but for you and the woman in the old-fashioned dress, who slumped dejectedly over the table.
You're totally telling the
He
truth.
didn't show up. All that sound and fury, and no sign of his spirit.
Well, no, I am proud of you then. Also, no for mod. I don't really need mods at this point. Maybe if I got more followers, but also no, I don't know. The waitress at this diner is sharing an outlandish tale with one of her regulars. I heard it from my sister-in-law, she says. It happened to her daughter's friend. It's true. She notices you listening. Hey, have you heard this one before? Which one? She regales you with a story about the rising workers' movement in New York. Halfway through, you realize that it's the story of the determined socialist in New York, but highly embellished. What do you think about that? The waitress exclaimed. It's an interesting tale. Sure is, she agrees, and true, every word of it. You're 63 followers behind me? That's a pretty close gap. Congrats.
No fence, gate, or sign marks the entrance to the cemetery. Just a moment ago, you weren't surrounded by graves, and now you are. How long have you been stepping on dead folks, fully unaware?
Want to race to 500? Nah. You know what? I've kind of just slowed down on like chasing followers and shit. I don't know. I I don't stream as much as I used to, and I've realized that, you know what? It's fine. Like, honestly, I've been trying to get to 200 for like 6 months, so nah, I'm like laid back about it now. It'd be fun because you got 6 weeks off. Well, I will support you in trying to get to 500 for sure. I think that'd be a good goal. But I'm at a point where I'm kind of tired of chasing it, you know? So I'm just, I'm letting it go. You'll support me too. I appreciate that. How long have you been stepping on dead fix? Fully unaware. Observe a grave.
wood board, bleached white. Unknown. The word was painted on black by a steady hand, each letter signed with a flourish. Whoever made this memorial had more compassion than money.
Look around. Oh, or hold a moment of silence. I'm gonna hold a moment.
You're already quiet, so maybe it's silly. But you instill that silence with intent. What else could someone do?
Be still.
A sparrow calls. Seems birds don't have much respect for the dead. You notice the grave marker isn't dug into the ground, just propped up on a tree.
You've been streaming for 6 months? Nice. Straighten marker.
Looks nicer now, but unmoored as these markers are, this grave in front of this tree, does this memorial even belong to it?
Interesting. Dino. I love that little emote. I've been seeing it recently. Is it... Is it a Twitch one? It's so cute. Wait, hold on. Because that's like the little TwitchCon dino, right? Or is it... There it is! Yeah, it's a new global emote. It's so cute. It's so cute. I love it. Alright, I'm gonna try to, hitchhike to Florida, or down to the bottom of Florida. I guess we're in Florida. Those distant howls, that's cool. You know, I've never actually gotten the car to pick me up while I'm moving, and I wonder if you have to be standing still to hitchhike. Which doesn't make sense to me, but...
First tree in a mile.
Did you stream
And
daily or
it's
4 times a
stout
week? I mean, that's up to
with
you.
bald branches. No relief from the sun out here. Leaves would help. Someone hadn't replaced them all with dusty glass bottles.
Huh. Rest.
You cool down in the shade. The breeze blows through the bottles, making a series of heavy, hollow sounds. You think about wind chimes and the smell of fresh pies on windowsills. The dense sound of many conversations cuts your nap short. There's no one around. Not until you look up at the bottles. They're filled with bright blue orbs, and words echo from them. None seem to notice your presence.
Listen to weeping or listen to laughter? We don't have the Two of Pentacles yet. What would get you to 500 first? I mean, the wisdom of it is that, you know, streaming daily will get you more people will have the chance to find your stream. Like, the more you stream, the more you're giving people a chance to find you. But I feel like if you can do that, great, but it's like also exhausting. But if you feel like you can keep it up, I think that's usually what they say. It's like the more days you can stream, the more, you got diagnosed with ASD and ADHD in the same day. Well, congrats on your diagnosis. I've been trying to get an ADHD diagnosis for a while now. So I understand that can be a difficult pursuit. So, congrats, I guess. Yeah. The same day, though, 2 different letters. Oh, wow. Well, I mean, but you don't know.
Can't get enough. Porcelain, chrome, the rusty ones. Gotta turn those sleek faucets. Ever find me in a hardware store, I'm gonna haunt it till the cows come home.
Laughter rumbles inside neighboring bottles.
Hi, Laser. Welcome in. You got confused when there was 2 letters for you. You're like, what? Yet they happen to be both pretty similar. I like that you can walk over lakes. Dupree.
You look good, honey. You got a light? You like a good story? I like to hear about people and make bets with them.
WtWTlW.
I like to hear about the weird, handsome people. Get convinced by the rich jackasses who'll play blackjack and lose into the night. Dames who are lit cigarettes burning to the end. I want to be around furious people who use me and I use them. Are you one, stranger? Come close to me. Got any stories with ghosts or murderers or blood or something like that?
Huh. I think I do. Yeah. This one is, I always go to it if they want a scary story.
Damn, you're giving me the chills, sweetheart. I spent a night in jail once, and it were nicer than a prospect of going back to where I was born, just to become what my mom always wanted me to be. When I was 12, she caught me kissing a girl once. and I felt like I would never get out of all the strands of her red as hell fury.
I love that there's queer representation in this game.
I said to her, "But you said I ain't to kiss no boys, and I ain't." But she and I both knew that ain't what she meant. Hey, got any exciting stories? Like the movies?
Like the movies? Exciting. I'm still a little bit... don't understand what exciting means. Bridge builders?
Honey, thrills is the stuff I live
that
on.
worked.
That one will keep me going. 16 days ago, I come across a girl by the side of the road. She had her smoke all bent out of shape in her mouth, and she had a bundle like I used to by her little brown boots. She caught my eye just for a little second. And though I ain't got no feeling from her, I smiled to myself because you bet a lot on leaving the protection of the known, especially when your body our shape. But choosing your challenges, that's freedom. And she knew it, I think. Hey, got any exciting stories? Like the movies?
Any other exciting story?
Well, well, they should let you make the movies, honey.
Yeah.
The law? I can get by with the law. The law thinks I'm a victim, a sad girl of the streets, a damaged girl, a girl who ain't got no fate and whose daddy didn't love her.
I love how she talks. It's just very 40s.
My daddy's dead, and all cops are in my pocket, stranger. I will tell you that if I tell you anything. The law is bad for us Roman kids. It does not serve us. But you learn to get that sad, pale girl on. They love that. Sometimes you gotta promise them something more and... well, I don't say it's pleasant, but you born in a body. Sometimes people treat you like you need the power taken from it. Hey, got any exciting stories?
Another exciting story. I don't think I've even told the story yet of the poison lady. I don't know
Sounds like you're trying to sell me something with a sad tale.
that was supposed to be
If you want to do
sad.
that,
Okay,
honey,
I don't know.
you gotta make it seem real. You know, I get cleared out now and then. Like being hit in the stomach, like being slapped up good and proper when you watch the chips move away from you.
I heard the some of these metaphors I feel real mixed.
My portrait's on every good casino's wall, sweetheart, but I always come back like a bad penny. Because I can't lose, and I won't. And I'll take everything you got, and losing ain't shit to me when I can get back up. Got any stories with ghosts or murderers or blood or something like that?
I've got a lot of those. Where? Do the fortune teller.
Just what I asked for. That spooky stuff gets my heart going like a good hand sometimes do. Life is real complicated, and the only person I really have faith in is myself. As much as you're good looking, I can't trust you.
I'm literally a skeleton.
I get close to you and suddenly I lose a part of myself in there and you can take it away from me. And you got that glint, friend. I see it. Next time, let's up the stakes, shall we? Why don't we spend some time with bourbon and 5-card stud? You bring the bourbon, of course. And when the moon's fuller, I might let you in on some secrets on life. Have you any?
I guess. Ooh. Okay. Well, we could go to Miami.
You emerge from the underbrush and find yourself at the edge of a field. A farmhouse sits at the other end. Close by, a large family is tending to the plants together. They pause and regard you, almost nervously.
Hello there?
The grandmother asks.
Hello.
The family is almost too nice to you. When you ask for water, they don't even let you walk to the pump by the house. A child runs back to the shed for a folding chair, and they serve you lemonade in a glass among the lettuce heads.
Oh, that's cute. Very kind.
Halfway through your glass, you notice someone moving furtively down by the house. The cuffs of his white shirt are stained red. The father sees your look and shifts to block your view. His eyes are bright, and his teeth are bared in something like worry.
How do you like your lemonade?
It's great.
His wife arrives with a bag full of sandwiches for you, and the whole family ushers you back into the woods, waving, wishing you well. You take one look back over your shoulder. The man by the wall is gone.
Move on. Wow. These stories are so good.
The soldier sits in the dirt with his legs splayed out, like a child would sit. Beneath the tattered fabric of his antique uniform, several open wounds fester in the hot sun.
Lend a hand, traveler?
Ask about wounds or help the man. I gotta help the
You
man.
kneel in front of the soldier. His body is marked with bullet holes, along with deeper wounds that could be from knives or bayonets. Maggots squirm inside the raw, red flesh.
Ooh.
About time I earned an amputation. You seen any bluebellies around?
Blueberries?
The soldier leans in, uncomfortably close to inspect your features. Were his pupils solid white before now? He tilts his head, narrows his eyes, sniffs you.
What are you, stranger?
Back away or pardon? I'm gonna say pardon?
A shadow falls on the soldier's face.
You damn Yankee?
He pulls you in by the wrist and drives a bowie knife into your gut. As the blade bites your flesh, the soldier stares into your eyes, his body dispersing into the wind like a cloud of dandelion seeds.
So that was like the ghost of a Confederate soldier? Or I guess? You spend a while in the cool shade at this gas station. You notice 3 kids sitting beside their family car, while their parents argue loudly with the cashier inside. The children seem embarrassed. You see the oldest brother lean over and distract his siblings with a story. Listen in. He starts telling them a story about the strange color from outer space. You realize almost instantly that he's telling a new version of the tale of the cloud tinged with a color no human had seen before, but with new, exciting, over-the-top detail. He tells it well. When the parents come stomping furiously out of the gas station, you make yourself scarce, missing the ending of the boy's new story. But the part you heard is definitely easy to remember. It'll stick with you for a while. Move on. Alright, let's get some food. I was stabbed. Door. Spaghetti! All you wanted was a ton of pasta with sauce on it, and boy, this delivers. Let's try to earn money, maybe? You wander the streets of the city looking for a way to make some cash. Look for work. You hit 4 factories, but nobody's hiring today. Soon you notice you're cruising around the city with the same loose group of rejected laborers. Coughing men in baggy clothes, women with babies tied to their backs, an older fellow with only one hand. Nobody wants this. After the 5th factory, everyone makes a silent agreement to give up. You sit on the curb across from the factory doors and eat your sad little lunches together in silence. Screw this city, huh? Let's explore.
You've enjoyed a break on the beach, staring off the edge of the world. But the sun is starting to go down, and the breeze is getting stronger. As you're about to stand, a man plonks down near you. He sits a polite distance off, but looks at you expectantly.
Ignore him or greet him warmly. I'm gonna greet him.
He smiles weakly. I just got fired. First Spanish-American radio host in the state, and they fired me. They needed to make cuts, I get that, but I'm twice the... He trails off. I don't know what I'm going to tell my wife.
Oh, be sympathetic.
I could try the docks, but there's already more men than jobs, and I could barely support the family on what they pay. He hangs his head. And my boy, I can't bring myself to tell him. I don't know what to do.
Sit with him.
He calms as the sun drops below the horizon. An expanse of darkness is ahead of you. Turning back to the lights of the city reminds you that the world hasn't gone away. After a long silence, he speaks. It's never going to get better, is it?
I'm gonna give him hope.
It takes you a moment to notice his sobbing over the noise of the waves. I've got to tell them, haven't I? I'll go to the port in the morning and see if they'll take me. You can no longer make him out in the dark, but his hand touches your shoulder as he leaves.
Move on. Bow. Oh, I don't have any money. Alright. You know what I haven't tried yet? Ooh. Maybe a little seasick. I haven't tried jumping on the train. Where do I want to go? Guess we could go back up and talk with Dupree again. Yeah, why not? Then maybe make our way to Louisiana? But I'm gonna have to walk, which is annoying. Sorry, this takes a lot of concentration. Oh. Oh, that was weird. I was automatically going forward. After gossiping for a while about the weather and the crops and the state of the world, all bad and getting worse, he takes a different tack. You look like someone who, likes a good story, he wheezes. Try this one on for size. I'm listening. After loudly and repeatedly clearing his throat, he tells you the story of the mother known for her powerful secret insecticide recipe. Sounds a lot like the story of the woman with the buckets of poison, but with some parts changed and other parts added. Listen to the tale. When he grins up at you at the conclusion of the tale, you give him the effusive praise he's apparently expecting. You'll have to remember that version, even if it's not quite what happened. It's a good story. I can't stop walking forward. Not sure why. I can still interact with stuff. Fine.
I always knew you'd come loping back my way and catch me checking for marks. How you been, traveler? I'm afraid I got myself in some damn tight spots since we last made bets with each other. It's the way of the world. You give too much, someone gon' take away too much. Just don't mind me if I seem like I'm wincing. It ain't you. It's just love making its way to hell.
What does that mean?
Come over. Come sit. I wanna laugh. And today, honey, I laugh easy. You gotta have a story that'll do me that favor.
He wants to laugh. The Leatherman, I believe, is a funny story.
Oh, sweetheart. My ribs are aching. I blame myself. My own stepdaddy used to tell me to never trust a croupier. He used to say them that deals the cards works on house rules. But I never really learned about love. I try not to give it away in case trust had to go with it. And of course I fell in love with this young croupier with his blue eyes. And no one ever tells you that love makes you trust whether you like it or not. And I was real stupid. Love ain't 5 walks home with a few touches and a long conversation. God damn Dupree. Hey, got any exciting stories? Like the movies?
Exciting. The boy and his dog. No. I think this is exciting. I don't remember.
Quit it, stranger.
Oh.
That sweet nonsense'll kill me young, faster than the drinking do. Freedom's a trap. The more they tell you you have it, the more they've taken it away. The more you try to move toward it, the more your legs get deeper into the web. I left jail one morning and the jailer said a sweet goodbye. And I walk out into the town square and a man spit on me for looking like I weren't dressed for outside. Hey, got any exciting
that
stories?
sucks, but
like the movies?
More exciting. I could tell her let's talk about Quinn.
Well, well, they should let you make the movies, honey. You walk by one place and suddenly you got a jarring feeling of deja vu. That feeling like you've been in circles but no one remembers you or knows you're there. That's what life feels like.
That's not what deja vu is.
Like walking in circles like roulette. And sometimes it's your number, and most of the time it ain't, and you gotta store that energy, I learned.
Oh, man.
Store it for when you win. Hey, Got any exciting stories? Like the movies?
Like the movie. All she wants is exciting stories. I don't have a lot of exciting stories. Seance was like spooky though. I mean, they'll always like other character stories. Working on your character right now for tonight?
Honey,
Yay!
thrills is the stuff I live on.
Oh, I'm so excited.
That one will keep me going. It ain't possible to live in a world without men, and so it ain't possible to live in a place where things ain't taken, you see?
She's not wrong.
And it makes it worse if you love 'em. I met a no-shit blonde once who couldn't have stolen anything from me, she was that sweet. And before I could love her, a man took her and we were all back to taking again, and boy, you couldn't blame him, could you? I never did. I want to laugh. And today, honey, I laugh easy. You gotta have a story that'll do me that favor.
Okay, a funny story. Wheelbarrow, that's a story. But yeah, I'm very excited for tonight. I'm nervous, but...
Oh, I can't breathe. Oh, you're killing me, honey. That was fantastic.
She's so exuberant.
I am home, friend. Do you know what it's like to be your own home? I am it. You can see the windows into the loft, the tools I use to fix the shelves of my life, and when I look out each morning, the lawn is different as I fan out the cards.
I guess.
And the night's ending. I see a lot more of these sunrises than I ought to, I think. But it's beautiful, so it can't be all harm, can it? I was recently spending a lot of time out late with that boy, which I regret. But what can you do? Nothing but move on, and hold some scorn for yourself in your pocket till you learn your lesson. Keep an eye out if you find yourself nearby, all right? We can talk again, sweetheart.
Just going back down. Okay.
And share another bottle, and maybe play some cards.
Okay. Maybe I hit a button on accident that made me walk forward automatically. Wait. I don't know. The policeman in the truck on his corner is having a pretty wild argument with someone on the other end of the radio. No, he keeps saying, no way. You listen in as the man on the radio finishes a wild story about the trickster who lures humans with a magic stone. Wait a second. I swear this is what happened, the cop over the radio insists. That's when it clicks. You know this story. It's a stranger version of the story of the girl with the strange stone. What a fun sentence. It's a stranger version of the story of the girl with the strange stone. But with some bits left out or replaced. Ain't true, the cop in the truck sighs. Only he knew. Move on. Hold on, I'm gonna check. Whistle, Hitchhiking, movement. Okay, none of these are automatically walked, so I think it might be a bug. But it's not bad. Kind of nice that I don't have to. You share this bus stop with an old man who shifts from foot to foot, thumping his suspenders and watching the passing traffic with anxious focus. Hey, he blurts suddenly, turning towards you. Want to hear a good story? Sure. With the air of a man who's distracting himself from something, he stumbles quickly through a tale about the Leatherman. who has walked a route across Connecticut for 200 years, confusing himself now and again, backtracking, adding new details out of order. You barely pieced the story a second. Wait a second. You suddenly realize that he's told you a twisted version of the story about the Leatherman, whose ghost haunts Connecticut, but massively changed, with whole new chunks you don't remember. Is it true? The old man insists, turning his wincing eyes back towards the road. And with that, the conversation seems over. Move on. Okay, where do I want to go? I kind of want to move west. Ooh, maybe... There's 2 new people up here, though. Maybe we could go... We could go to Louisiana and then maybe... Or we could try to hitchhike. I guess we're going this way. Oh no, it's behind me. Wait. Looks like there should be a road here. Okay, that's just okay. That's fine. Okay, we're gonna collect the stories here in Tallahassee, and then I'll take a break. And I might switch over to something else.
Excusez-moi.
Beckoning you over, the woman shows you a letter, beautifully typeset on thick vellum. You're struck by the scent of a fancy department store. She points on the parchment to the address.
This address, you know?
Her accent is very thick.
Take a closer look.
You are dismayed to read the first paragraph. Lorem ipsum dolor sit amet. And the address under the monogram in the letterhead. 12345 Road Street, Anytown, USA. The woman blinks, hopefully, leaning close over your shoulder.
Yes? You know this place?
She asks. Poor woman. She's been tricked.
Let her down easy or make something up. Let her down easy.
This place doesn't exist, you try to explain as loud and slowly as possible.
Of course you exist.
The woman snorts, thumping a fist to her chest. You struggle to make yourself understood, but the poor woman whisks the letter away and stomps down the street. Ah well. C'est la vie.
C'est la vie. Move on. These men lean against the wall of this hardware store, smoking and chatting. They wave you over. You heard this one before? They launch into a group recitation of The Taxi, which shows its writers the future, interrupting one another in their excitement to tell it. Wait a second. You recognize the story. It's the story about the odd, silent taxi cab in Boston. Someone's added to it in the meantime, though. What do you think? Asks one of the men, eyes bright. Think that really happened? No way, or of course. I'm gonna say of course. Well, I'm not sure myself, he replies, but damn, it sounds wild.
A sign in town says a farmer is hiring for the sugarcane harvest. A bag-eyed man drives you and 10 hungry strangers out into the cane, where he leaves you. Everyone gets a hatchet, but no instruction. The foreman is missing for some reason. Nobody is sure what to do.
This definitely seems like a good situation. Oh, great.
A young man in a red jacket stuffs all the hatchets in his pack. "This is stupid," he says. "I'm leaving. You can get $5 for a nice axe like this." He marches off into the cane and others follow. "Don't," a young woman shouts after them. "It's not right."
You don't owe the farmer shit, or she's right. I kind of want to say you don't owe the farmer shit.
You trot after the thief. For some reason, though, the path back out to the road is narrower and darker than you remember, and the sun is lower in the sky, and the mud sucks harder at your boots than it did a minute ago. Soon, you've lost track of the others.
Hey, anybody?
You're pushing through the cane, coated to your thighs in mud. The sun is missing. You hear voices ahead, but you can't see anyone.
Hey, help!
You stumble out onto the bank of a pit. At the bottom, sugarcane stalks push up, twisted and crazy through a mat of bones, rusted hatchets, and ripped scraps of red jacket. Shit. You turn and bolt through the cane and burst suddenly out onto the dry road and the hot sun.
Move on. Oof. It's a first communion, looks like, and the photographers are struggling to keep up with the flow of family photos outside the church. "Can you write?" they demand. For hours, you scribble names, take notes, and keep the line orderly. For an afternoon's work, it pays very well. Alright. I'm gonna get this last one and then go for a break.
His smile lights up the room, or rather the cab of the locomotive. Folks gather round as he holds the pull cord. He's a showman through and through. "You'll want to cover your ears now for this next part."
Cover ears.
Sure doesn't help much. The engineer pulls that chain and the whistle blasts inside your skull. He just smiles through it all. Man must be half deaf.
Dardation.
A round of applause erupts from the small crowd. He passes out bubble gum to the shell-shocked kids, half of them in awe, half in tears.
I would be the kid crying. Get shuffled on.
Remember now who gets you there on the advertised. Casey Jones.
Ah!
Everyone's all talk as they head back to their seats. That engineer sure is handsome. Gosh. And that whistle sounded just like a whippoorwill, didn't it? Ain't this the way to
Hello,
travel?
bro. Oh. I'm out of great balls. Move on. Okay. It is time to take a break. Yeah. I will see you at the end of said break. I'll play an ad just to get rid of pre-rolls. But yeah, I will see you after break. We got cats on the cat cam. And snacks on the snack cam. Am I winning? No. Well, if you can count having 2 kitties and good snacks. Actually, I am winning. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I am winning. Okay. One more treat each. Okay. But how's it going? Sorry, now I have like peanut butter in my teeth. I was gonna ask Foes, I know this game is really chill. And I was wondering if people like I could stick with this for another hour or I could like switch to DVD or something. On your end, you're just preparing some DM prep work for a very silly party you're running a campaign for and recovering from a very big fright one of your party members gave you. Oh my goodness. Well, silly parties are so fun. But I'm sorry someone gave you a fright. I hope they're okay. And I hope you're okay. I think I am just gonna keep... Unless someone's like, nah, do something else. I think I'm gonna keep doing this game. Oh. We're just gonna journey around the United States. Want to make some cash? This woman asked. She's balancing a box of bread and lettuce on her head. You help her grill hot sandwiches in a tent at the edge of the county fair. The work is easy as hell. She pays you decent money, too. Yay! Where the heck am I going? We're in Alabama. Rigel? I gotta get Rigel out. As usual. Come on, buddy. Running games for 2 silly parties at the moment? Ooh. One is an evil campaign, silly evil, not gross evil. The other is a Wild West setting with magic. Ooh. And one of the players is an accidental time traveler for 2015 who fights by smacking people with a selfie stick. Despite it being 2015, to give you an idea of the silliness. I love that. That sounds like chaotic in the best way. That's so fun. I forgot you could like look at the story. Oh, didn't mean to Okay, journey log. Oh! Okay. Progress. These are the people I've met. Okay. Hadn't even looked at that yet. Also, despite it taking place in 1890s Texas, the character with the selfie stick has an Australian accent. Because I was a foreign exchange college student before I accidentally got time traveled. That's so funny. I love that. Okay, we're gonna go to that fire right there. Sorry, this is how you walk faster. It's really annoying. Shaw.
I take a look at you and figure we're heading to the same place. You've been walking a long time, same as me, trying to find where you fit. You ever wonder if that place don't exist? No shame in it, I do. Plenty of time I wonder if I'll just walk forever. You start to wonder, how did I get here? When you're alone, all you have is all this time. Time to trace the lines back to where things started. So, tell me a sad story. Sad and true, okay?
Sad and true. Do I have any static? What? I think that has not been embellished.
I hear you. Wishes come true. My father was born a slave, died free. I was born free, and as a young man, I still felt like I was dying a slave. But anyway, now I feel like hearing a hopeful story. Got any of those?
Hopeful. I think this is hopeful.
Good to hear a story that's more happy than the world really is. Nice to escape.
Another very fun character for the Wild West is a coal miner who 30 years back thought that the coal dust... I lost my place because chat moved. Not everyone knows, thought the coal dust was making him hallucinate because not everyone knows about magic, and he sure didn't. So he just decided to retire before the coal dust really got to him. Then walking down an alley, one of his hallucinations attacked him, and he realized, oh, magic is real. These aren't in my head. Oh my goodness. That's a cool backstory.
No one would say my father was free. Sometimes I think about whether my father would find my life all that different from his. You got any good happy stories where things work out for someone, maybe?
Happy story? The lighthouse?
That was a good one. Wish I could have your stories around when I'm in a dark place, you know? I think about the past sometimes. I never wanted nothing but to be a farmer, to do honest work, get an honest wage. I ain't never gonna be a farmer now. Not much use to think about it. Got anything that'll make me laugh?
Funny. Wait. Little girl with the wheelbarrow.
Thank you. I needed that laugh. Must be nice to have a home, place to call your own. Under crop lean, I didn't really own shit.
if you excuse my language. You buy things to pay off at the end of the season. And soon you realize even your own bed ain't a guarantee. You got any good happy stories where things work out for someone, maybe?
Another happy story. Just tell about, or maybe it doesn't matter at this point. I should save the character story. You also have one character whose whole backstory is being the least favorite child in his family.
That's a tall one.
At 28, when the campaign starts, he finally learns about magic, and then he learns, oh, my older brother, my family favorite, has learned about magic when he was 5. Oh my god. Oh my god.
I guess you can tell I've
I
had
love
my
that.
share of run-ins with authority. It ain't a secret that the white man hates Negroes, but it's always new to feel that hate. The newness of how much they hated a Negro in a union was something different altogether. The look in a man's eye when they're aiming to kill you, it's as sharp as a gunshot. Here's the sun. I got to get going. My route goes up this way, but I sure did enjoy talking to you. It's probably the kind of story you've heard a million times. Down on your luck, need work, take whatever you can get. How about you? Does my life sound familiar?
Yeah, that... It was just like, yeah, you realize your whole life your older brother's been using magic on your parents or whatever. That is... wild. Unsurprisingly, you're planning on the older brother being an antagonist. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Older brother is going to be Texas's second oil baron, and it is purely because he used divination magic after learning oil was in Texas. He doused for every other oil reserve. Oh my god. I love it. Okay, wait, where am I going? Oh, I'm going like north. I was gonna go, well, I guess I kind of want to go to Tennessee. Wait. Yeah, I want to go like north. Oh, but there's a river. Oh, I guess we'll just go along the river. Yeah, this is where we want to go. Making him a worshiper of a deity in this system who is very weird because based on their name, you would assume they are evil, but they don't care about good or evil, and so worshippers of her can be either. Oh, interesting. I like that. I like that, that idea. Let's go to the town first, and then I'll go talk to... The goddess who apparently supports good aligned followers is the Flesh Eater, which you can see why I assume the Flesh Eater would be an evil goddess, right? Yeah, the Flesh Eater does not evoke sunshine and rainbows. I'll put it that way, but I like that, though. Memphis is better off than other cities in the state, but life here is still hard. Folks keep jumping into the brown murk of the Mississippi off of the Harahan Bridge. The Ford's factory's been closed for months.
Peabody Hotel. The words adorn the exterior wall, each letter the size of a window. The lobby is upholstered furniture and gold chandeliers. But such luxury is a mere accessory to the centerpiece. A travertine marble fountain in which 5 ducks swim.
Aw, duckies. Observe the ducks.
A handsome bunch of feathered fellows, all having a nice time in the water. A bellman in a blue cotton uniform, black cane cupped in his hands, takes notice of your interest in the waterfowl. Would you happen to be here to witness the duck march?
The duck march. Nature goddess who's all about decomposition and the cycle of life and death. Also in the system, all deities have 2 names, and her other is Mother Vulture, which helps push the idea of life and death decomposition. That's incredible. I also I think that for the Wild West, right? Like that evokes Vulture and even Flesh Eater, it does evoke that decaying in the desert kind of feeling. Duck march?
A wide smile crosses the bellman's face. Oh, a newcomer. Well, this is a little ceremony I introduced. Every day I march these babies into the elevator all the way to the roof. Then I march them back down to this fountain.
These eaten ducks, or they don't fly away? I'm going to say they don't fly away. I actually picked Mother Vulture just because of her vulture title. Yeah, that is a great match. They don't fly away.
The bellman gestures toward the closest duck. You notice now, the ducks have had their flight feathers trimmed, though their beauty remains intact. Now, don't look so concerned. I spoil them rotten. The feathers will grow back.
Not. Just didn't have. Okay. The bellman checks his silver stopwatch. It's time. Watch the duck march.
The bellman taps his cane on the marble. Right away, the ducks honk up a frenzy and hop out of the fountain. They beat the water out of their wings and
This is
waddle
so
toward
cute.
the elevator, guided by the bellman's cane. Magnificent. What sweet, gentle creatures.
It's so cute. Oh no, I don't want to. There's a campfire here. I want to watch a duck march. That's so cute. Shaw.
I suppose most expect a Negro to end up in prison. Yeah, there's 2 kinds in my estimation. There's a prison with bars, where they lock you up after they decided you'd done a crime. And there's also the prison without bars. As everywhere else, if you look hard enough. You got any good happy stories? Where things work out for someone, maybe?
Are the ducks a happy story or a funny story? Because something works out for. Yeah, he already knows. I think this is a happy story.
Good to hear a story that's more happy than the world really is.
Another great member is a French noblewoman who fell ill as a child. Nobody could diagnose why, but she investigated clues on her own. She's finally old enough to leave home and follow the clues of people who fell ill with similar mysterious illnesses. They led her to Texas. Spoiler, her source of illness is that an archfiend got bound to her soul in a way that is just as uncomfortable for the archfiend. Oh my goodness.
Nice to escape. The future?
That's wild.
Well, what does a body do after they leave prison? Especially when it feels more real on the inside than the outside. But anyway, you, know any good true tragedies? I feel like one of those tonight.
A tragedy. I have a lot of those. Let's see. Oh, this is really sad. The reason it's uncomfortable for the fiend is I am meant to be immortal. As long as I am bound to your soul, if you die, I die. The system doesn't mechanically have warlocks, but I will grant you magic like one if you agree to find a way to unbind me. Oh, I like that a lot.
I'm free now. After all those years of hard labor, they let me go. Kind of felt like being fired from a job. But anyway, now I feel like hearing a hopeful story. Got any of those?
Excuse me. Yeah, that's a very clever way to, like, build that kind of thing in. Did he say happy? Oh, hopeful.
That was a good one. Wish I could have your stories around when I'm in a dark place, you know?
He's also the least intimidating fiend. Instead of wanting death and destruction, his archfiend duties are just, I run a library of forbidden texts. That's it. I don't care if mortals live or die. I'm not the type to hunt them down.
Some people travel because staying still
That's
makes
awesome.
them lose their minds.
I identify with that. Some people travel because staying still makes them lose their mind.
I'd like to meet those people, ask them to trade lives for a while. But tell me, what's the wildest thing you've seen out there so far?
Oh, wildest. I want to tell the story about the ducks, but I don't think that's a very wild story. Thunderstorm?
Damn, that's one surprising tale.
I don't have a home.
Realizing that you have nothing and belong nowhere feels both like death and freedom at the same time. You got any exciting stories? Anything that'll get my heart going?
Yeah, a strange killer from outer space. Half the party has familiars or companions due to their class or feats, which is why I'm very happy that in this system you have to spend an action to give your companions. Yeah, fair.
Death. Well, when you do time, you're only doing some of your time. It all ends. Like everything else, it ends. Here's the sun. Well, I gotta get ready to leave. It was good talking to you. Though I'm heading up the road this way. Maybe we'll meet again. I'd like to tell you more about what it's like coming out of prison. About what it's like on the outside. In the prison without bars.
Where am I going? So we got, yeah, two folks up here. Ugh. Yeah, I guess we'll go to kind of go in this way. Up 7. I think so. The companions are very much a case of one of those things that are not like the other. We've got a corgi, a border collie, and a shard of the broken fabric of time who has gained sentience and following the accidental time traveler. I love that. Also, corgi, amazing. But yeah, that last one, the shard of a broken fabric of time, gained sentience. Definitely maybe a little bit of an odd one out there.
I wanted to be the best blues singer in the world, By God, I was.
The corgi belongs to the retired coal miner. I love that.
I was born a poor girl in Memphis, Tennessee. No father. He run out. No mama either. She was there, but she weren't there really. All alone but for my Uncle Richard, my baby brother Marcus. All alone but for the guitar. Ooh, now I'm in the mood for a story with a bit of that tragedy to it.
Tragedy. Oh, the death one maybe? Tragic? It might be scary. I don't know.
That's a bit cheerful for me.
Cheerful?
Don't believe what anyone promises you about the future. I signed a contract. I thought it was to lead to fame and glory. But it was a lie. Ooh, now I'm in the mood for a story with a bit of that tragedy to it.
Alright, we'll try again. Tragedy. Tragedy. I think that's tragic. The border collie belongs to a sheep farmer who learned about magic
I drink to that.
by trying to shoo a werewolf away from his flock. Naturally, the werewolf wasn't scared and more just confused. He kind of shrugged and went, "All right, I'll go." Don't know why you tried to go toe to toe with a werewolf, though. That's funny.
Heaven. The white man showed up in Memphis. Heard me singing for dimes outside the barber shop. I thought he was an angel when I met him. Ooh, now I'm in the mood for a story with a bit of that
Another
tragedy
tragic
to it.
story.
That's like a song. Pretty and sad.
It's very sad.
Oh yeah, I felt freedom. There's nothing like the feeling when you sang and your soul leaves your body. Ooh, now I'm in the mood for a story with a bit
Another
of that tragedy
tragic
to it.
story. Okay, okay, okay. I'll just, tell Shaw's story. She knows what she likes,
Oh,
it seems.
now,
Absolutely.
hey.
I guess if she's a blues singer, you know, they sing, you know, the blues is usually tragic.
Authority. Well, the man, he told me he loved my songs. But when we got to Chicago, I knew he just loved my story. Little black girl all alone in the world. And would you tell the audience what this song means, child? I'm in the mood for a good, hopeful story.
Oh!
You got any?
She changed her tune. Hopeful. I think, yeah. I already used. I just gotta tell the duck story because I want to tell the duck story.
Oh, that one made me smile.
Oh, that worked.
Joy. One thing that brought me joy. My Uncle Richard. Ooh, he plucked those strings like Jesus himself was in his body. Nothing in the world like that sound. Ah, the sun is up. One more night gone. I need to be going. If you want to hear more about the deal I made, you can look for me
Going
up the road
south.
this way. I was about 25 when I left my first record contract. No more richer than I was before. Those men took me around like a freak show. Me and my guitar and my sad songs. I didn't know what to do once I was free again. Alone, drinking my sorrows. That's where the devil found me.
Okay, ooh, let's go to Nashville.
I'm gonna cast my stones o'er the waters of this land.
Let's
From the
explore.
windows of the store, you can hear a radio, turned all the way up, tuned to the Grand Ole Opry show being played across town. Two young girls sit outside listening to the music. Suddenly, it cuts off, and they howl in protest.
Talk to the girls or peek in the store. I think I'm gonna talk to the girl.
Despite their obvious vexation, neither of the girls seems inclined to enter the store to see why the broadcast ceased. They seem to be preparing to leave on their bikes. When you approach, one says,
Don't bother. Always stops exactly this time, every week.
Always?
the other one matter-of-factly says,
That's when he died.
and before you can ask anything else, they've ridden away.
Peek in the
The
store.
window is so grimy you can barely see through the glass. But it's obvious there's nothing to see anyway. It's dark and empty. There's certainly no radio, nor any people. Just a lot of sad dust, marked where the furniture used to stand. Old memories, carted away.
Wow. Don't really need any. Oh yeah, Shaw's up here. So I guess we'll just go talk to Shaw again. I think he's like, oh yeah, he's over there on the other side. Can you go over the mountain? No. Oh, wait. No.
Here you are again. Good to see you on your feet still. How've you been? Does traveling make you feel free? This journey's made me see how free I'm not, even though prison's behind me. Now I live in a prison without bars, and I can see it all around me. You got any exciting stories? Anything that'll get my heart going?
Story of the Red Creature? Try.
Come on, you can't shock me. Fortune. Well, prison was maybe the only time I felt like I knew what was going on. They make sure you know what's up and down in there. Strange blessing. But anyway, now I feel like hearing a hopeful story. Got any of those?
hopeful. The other person said that this was like a
Good to hear
nice
a story that's more happy than the world really is. Nice to escape. The future. But what does a body do after they leave prison? Especially when it feels more real on the inside than the outside. So, tell me a sad story. Sad and true, okay?
Uh-oh. This one's sad, but it's also scary, so I don't know.
Huh. Trying to scare me.
Okay.
Ain't working. I'll never love nothing more than myself. And I ain't ashamed of it. Somebody had to. But anyway, you, know any good true tragedies? I feel like one of those tonight.
True tragedies. I don't remember what this one was, but I'm just gonna tell it.
I guess we all got a different sense of humor.
Is that supposed to be funny? Oh no.
Family? It must have been hard for my son without a father. I feel bad for him. Also feel bad for me. But tell me, what's the wildest thing you've seen out there so far?
The Jersey Devil.
Huh. Trying to scare
Scare me?
I
Okay.
felt some strange sadness, yes. When you get a glimpse of real freedom after being away from it for so long, you forget what it was. That can break you. Here's the sun. I got to go. My road takes me up this way, but if we meet again, I'll be glad to talk.
Hey, Kanga. No, welcome back.
What is a man owed in this life, do you think? I never think I ask or want for much. Just food, shelter, fair pay for honest work. Is it selfish? I truly have to wonder. Is it selfish to feel like you're owed anything at all? Even that?
No.
Tell me, brother, what was it that you wanted? What did life bring you instead?
Okay. Ooh, someone with a horse? Okay. It'd be nice to I just kind of want to, before I move out west. How am I doing? I'm doing good. You're eating maltzers at 2 a.m.? It's 9 p.m. What is a maltzer? It's like a malt ball? Or a new person up here? I was all the way back in Connecticut. No. Are you just saying your name, or are you telling me no? That's not what it is. It's a chocolate ball, right? But a malt ball, right? It's like it has like malt on the inside and it's covered in chocolate. Is that the same thing? Because it's called a maltzer. I assume because it's called a malt. Or is it just like pure chocolate? Chocolate and biscuit and / cookie crumbs. That's what like malt is, though. Malteser? Oh, interesting. Maltesers. Oh, look at me. Learning about another culture. Like biscuit and cookie. That's interesting. Hold on, I'm gonna Google this. Google this. Oh! Wait, I've seen these. Yeah, they're like literally everywhere except for the US, it looks like. But when I've traveled. But that isn't that. Oh my gosh. It was created by an American in the United Kingdom. Okay, look, malt barley extract. It is. It's malt. It's a malt ball. Here, Google what a malt ball is. It's like it's very similar. Cuz it has it has barley malt extract. And it gives like the inside an interesting flavor. But no, it's in Canada, Europe, Australia, New Zealand, the Middle East, and Asia. So it's not in Mexico. It's not in the US. That's so funny. If I like looking at that word, I would say maltzers, I guess, but they're Maltesers. I guess that makes more sense. Or Maltesers. But they have malt in them. Want to hear a joke? Sorry, I wasn't looking at chat because I was looking at Wikipedia. No, hold on. I'm gonna put it in what so malt oh like Whoppers. Yeah. So malt ball is a generic term for this type of candy. So they look similar. Maybe not exactly the same, but if you want to look, I mean, you probably have those, right? Yeah, you have those too. I guess the difference is like the inside has malted milk, which is not the same as just like the malted barley cookie. This is a rabbit hole. Do I want to hear a joke? Depends if it doesn't go against our guidelines. If it's PG-13. You're so confused. I'm sorry. I went down a rabbit hole and I didn't even show any of you what I was looking at. But so apparently there's a candy that's not in the US. Yeah, no, I'm not going to allow that joke. We... No. You probably should have known that I was not gonna allow that. No. We are a very wholesome stream here. Yeah, no. I know you tried, but that doesn't... Really, I gotta ask you to be a little bit more aware of our content here, okay? Okay. Actually, it's about time to wrap up stream. I wasted a bunch of time looking at what Maltesers were. Okay. Yeah. So... Oh, wait, hold on. I'm gonna quit the game. Ooh. I'm gonna check if there's someone we can raid at the moment. Ooh. You know, I think I'm just gonna end it today. There's stuff I gotta get to. Actually, no. Well, let's raid the Monterey Bay Aquarium. Yeah, I can't get sorry. It's a short stream today. I've got some other stuff to work on. Today, unfortunately. But it's good to see you. And I will leave you in good hands with the Monterey Bay Aquarium. I think they have the jellyfish cam going. Responsibility sucks, yeah, absolutely. I have to be an adult and do adult things? Dang it. But I'm glad I got to stream it all today, you know? Like, sometimes it's like, at least I had some time. But yeah, go enjoy the jellyfish at the Monterey Bay Aquarium. Let's not do raid messages, because it's not really like that kind of stream. It's just a live stream of cute jellyfish. But yeah, thank y'all for hanging out. I appreciate you. I'm gonna actually try to find an actual, like, good... I mean, this is a good game, but it's not really... It doesn't feel like a great... Like, it's not like an engaging stream game. So I'm gonna try to find something else to, like, dig into. Maybe we'll go back to Kingdom Hearts. I don't know. Have I played RimWorld? I have not. That's a cool one. I will look into it. Because, like, I need a new game to play. Yeah. Okay, I do gotta get off, though. It's like The Sims? Oh, interesting. I will look into it. Cozy animations? Okay, I will definitely look into that. I'm a sucker for cozy. Okay, sorry, I'm getting distracted. Thank y'all for being here. Enjoy the jellyfish, and I will see you next Tuesday. Okay. Oh, goodbye.